Welcome to the Game Hall.
Join us today as we unbox Suna Valo by Capstone Games.
So we picked up this game from our local game store just recently, actually, because I'm pretty sure it just came out.
Yeah, I kind of fell for the box.
Yeah.
There are sometimes you can judge a board game by its cover, and sometimes you can't because it is totally wrong.
It's true.
But the art by this, just looking at it, Lucas Stegman. So this is Capstone Games. They have a pretty good record of games, I think, that we enjoy. You wouldn't know it though, because whenever we saw the pictures of it online, they made the box seem very big.
Huge. I thought this was like a big game, and maybe they probably did that so you can see the artwork on it, because the artwork is really, really great. It kind of feels like a cozy game, but yeah, smaller box than we anticipated.
Of course, now I'm seeing that we have a dent on it. You can never not avoid it. Well, as you know from watching our other unboxings, this is not a tutorial. This is just a, kid on Christmas morning opening up a new gift. I'm excited to see what the components look like. But just to briefly go over the back of the box, this is a 1 to 2 player game. So this is primarily a 2-player game with a solo mode included. 14 and up ages, and it says 75 minutes. So not too bad. Probably not the quickest. It seems a little crunchy. To go over what the theme of it is, it is, I think it's kind of like a punk, I don't want to say post-apocalyptic, but it's like advertised as like you're doing a farm with like drones and I think mechanics and stuff. So it's like not cyberpunk, but not steampunk, but.
And I feel like you wouldn't guess that from the cover of the box either. No. But it seems like, some of the old ways and new ways may be combining, or
maybe we'll see some of
ways.
that come through more on the cards themselves.
Yes.
But yeah, so you're using cards and I guess like some sort of player section or whatever to activate and build an engine, to gain resources, to then contract fulfillment. So it's the usual mechanics, but we love it. Yeah. So let's once again one last look at the front of the box, and then I will let you crack her open.
Alrighty. Yeah. I don't think I knew or remembered that it was only 2 players, or 1 to 2 players, we'll say.
And it was, we got to be transparent, it was $49.99.
But 75 minutes for sometimes the size of the box and the time of the game, I'm a little shocked sometimes, because this seems like it would be lighter, but let's see. Okay, so this is the rule book. And classic components, setup, looks good. Yep. Looks like a lot of things. Looks like a lot of things.
I mean, it's a lot of pages, so it's probably a little crunchy. Going right in. We have a very large shell pack.
I feel weird right now.
These remind me of something I can't put my finger on, like little barrels from something else we have, but these are...
Brass?
These are very big though.
Yeah, they are.
So some large barrels.
Large. Ships, maybe? Blue ships?
I guess so.
Black and white ships?
Sails, yeah.
Maybe. They feel good though.
I guess when you have only, I don't know if that's the player colors, but if you have a 2-player game, you can make things that are just black and white.
Yeah, it's as easy as that.
And I don't know about this at all. This shape does not ring like anything to me. Half of a loaf of bread.
It's like a treasure chest about to open.
All right. And then we have maybe a first player token. That's a tree.
I thought it was felt for a second.
No, and then some gears.
That's good.
Felt.
Yeah. I think maybe the way the light was hitting. And then the cubes. I don't think we need to open.
No, they're just your standard. I'm guessing these maybe represent resources, so that's as far as they're going.
2 stacks of cards. Let's see what the cards feel like. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Almost there.
The suspense. So they're divided into eras. I think this game plays over the course of 3 eras, so they will have 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Yeah.
I know one of the resources is lily pads. I'm guessing that's what it's like wheat, lily pads, flowers, yarn, maybe. These look like
Gems?
gems or minerals.
Minerals, Marie.
And then, yeah, obviously, until you get to actually learn it, it'll make a little more sense. But iconography-wise, seems pretty simple.
Yeah.
The art's nice, too.
Yeah, I
Kind of
like
reminds
that.
me of a little bit of Meadow, maybe, but...
I could see that.
And then cardboard, a lot thicker, but be careful. I felt it right away when I did it. It felt like, y'all see it ripped on the back. So luckily that wasn't one of our pieces, but that could very easily connect it to our pieces, which we've had that happen before. And I'm not going to open it because we're probably never going to, I won't say never, but this is the solo.
The
solo
chances
mode.
are slim.
How many of you game solo? I mean, other than even the games that we have that are solo, like Final Girl, we play together.
It's true.
Point already just for having a score pad. Love games that have score pads. Of course, you can print those out on BGG, but no, I'd rather have.
Yeah, I like the formal way.
Yes, this is the communal where cards will come out and sit.
So this board really reminds me of like Middle Ages, the tile, like how you build. And I don't
know why.
Because you like place them in and they like, you know, I think this is more down low, but.
I don't see it, but
Okay.
I figure everybody's entitled to their opinion. I see it, this is like just any other game that has slots for cards.
Yeah.
Not really for puzzle pieces, but,
No.
but yeah,
First
it
thought.
looks pretty cool. I mean, the colors and all are
yeah.
really nice.
I can't wait to go to the sunny valley of Suna Valo.
Suna Valo. And then these are interesting. So the player boards themselves must really, like, I'm curious if we were laying this out, all this extra stuff, sorry. So obviously we would be on one side of versus another.
Oh, right, yeah.
But it looks like you would get one of these.
Okay.
And here, look, to satisfy your puzzle.
Yay!
But like, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That, and I'm assuming cards and everything build down here. So
I love when you
nice.
have your own little space in a game. Like when they define it for you.
I like games that are not afraid to keep the box small and to do stuff like this. Because some games would have made this into a giant, like, foldable. And honestly, just putting that there is all you need.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And then the last bit in the box are some more punch outs. So I don't know if these are just more resource, maybe instead of a resource, minerals or money in this. But I can already feel, woo, punching this out. See, it immediately gets stuck. So you're gonna have to go through really easy to make sure you don't damage stuff.
I would like to point out.
It wants to rip right there.
I wanted to point out that they did include the card sleeve size for this. It's phantom cards.
Sure.
Phantom cards. So I don't know if I've ever seen them in like retail
Usually they're the
stores.
Game Genics, right?
Yeah.
They give you the Game Genic sizes.
Yeah, but that's great to know. I mean, and I'm sure that's super easy to order too. We're no strangers to online ordering.
This is true. But yeah, so that's Suna Valo, 2 players, engine building. We're hoping to get into this pretty soon. I like a lot of this stuff on the board. I think if I were to have just an open criticism immediately without playing it, is the resources are just basic.
Yeah.
I mean, some people have no problem with that. If they like, green's a lily pad, blue's a flower, yellow's wheat, that's all they need. Sometimes, like, I don't know if you're like me, but like, I like identifying different, it's just something, I love deluxe pieces.
I mean, I would love that if the green were, like, if that is the lily pad, if that was a little lily pad or, you know, stuff like that. Well, but maybe the way you play, it makes
just
more sense.
Talking realistically, financially, if you're spending $50 on a game, you know, not saying that the art's not beautiful, the boards aren't beautiful, but like, you want as much. I feel like back in 2020 when we first got into games, like, you spend $50 on a game, these would not have been little tiny, you know, and that might be a manufacturing thing to get into deeper things, but like, it's just one of those things where you still have to, like, you're like, this is a great game, we better play it like 10 times to get you know, money's worth.
Yeah, but I feel like before the deluxe pieces were wood pieces. So like technically a couple years ago, like these are deluxe, you know? Maybe not the resources. I agree with
They
you on the
wouldn't just
resources,
be
but
colored cubes. Because what would you think they would have just been cardboard, printed cardboard? I feel like
Yeah.
the cost to make this and this is probably pretty comparable, right?
yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't make board games, so.
I don't know, yeah.
But yeah, thank you as always for joining us. Please like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more openings, unboxings, and other card related videos, right? And keep playing.
Bye, guys.